Hey everyone, I'm NornQueenAlexis and welcome back to the channel. I am alive. I knew it. I've been alive. It's crazy. So the last couple of days have been weird, to say the least. I can't tell if this stream is actually working. I hope it's working.
It's working.
Okay. So joining me today, I have John with me, as always.
Hello.
John always helps me out. But yeah, I'm across the entire country. Isn't that crazy? It's 80 degrees. Actually no, what temperature is it outside right now? 104. 104 degrees. It is ridiculous. I don't have my entire setup ready to go, but it is here. Yes. It's been crazy. So a good chunk of my stuff still isn't here. You can see a lot of my stuff is still on my bed back here. And yeah, I've actually been getting a tan. This is my skin when it's tan, by the way. That's it. That's all I tan. But I don't even know where to begin. So I guess I'll begin where I began. At the beginning. It all started when my mom met my dad. They got into a fight. And that fight led to me. Anyway, jokes aside, a couple of weeks ago I was dealing with a rather serious stalker issue. For those of you that don't know, I was actually streaming while this happened. I was on my Discord, I was streaming, John was there, Papillon was there, and there was a few other people in my Discord at the time when this was happening. And I went out to my living room and I was getting these really nasty messages on Facebook. Now, normally I block this kind of stuff and don't think about it, but they had information about me that shouldn't have been made public. And I was like, what? Okay. They had my address, my work schedule, my job's location. They stalked me for a while to get all of this. So I went down to my my living room and I looked out the window because he said he was actually there, and there was a person sitting in right outside my house, and it scared the hell out of me. It was I'm a tough New Yorker. I try to pretend to be tough. I'm actually a very shy person in real life. If there's more than 5 people in a group that I don't know, I kind of just shut down. Actually, I think Plague Doctor is there too. But this person was sitting outside my house, and I called the police. The police, he left after a little bit. I barricaded my doors. The police came and I talked to them. I filed a police report. I did all of that stuff. I have all of that written down and everything. But the next day, my friend came over, my friend Angie, she came over and handed me a shotgun to protect myself. I'm a pacifist. I don't like having firearms. I'm not one for violence in any sense at all. But I felt like I needed something to protect myself. I moved back and forth between my friends' houses. I also jumped back and forth to my mother's, and I started packing up my stuff when my friends were there with me. I got as much as I could out of my house and packed up, and you guys have seen the pictures of that on my Instagram, not on my Instagram, on my Twitter and Facebook. And I got out of there as quickly as I could. I found out who it was a few weeks later. Somebody that I did not know, and I did not ask for this in any way, and I would never ask somebody to do this, but somebody did dox the person that sent me those messages, and I forwarded that information to the police. I don't know what became of it because I left. I ran. I won't try to tell you that I put up a brave fight or that I fought valiantly or was going to go after the guy or beat him up or whatever. I ran away. I ran as quickly as I can. Victor, my fiance, is not by my side. He is still currently locked out of the country, so I didn't even have the person that I love there to protect me when I needed it most. So I'm now across the entire country. I am in Arizona. I'm going to reveal that. I'm not going to tell people where I am. I will, however, get a P.O. box soon if you guys want to send me fan mail. That happens quite a bit. I usually don't open it up on video, but I want to start doing that again. But the police did practically nothing. They showed up with a notepad, took notes. But I'm here, I'm safe. My stuff got transported by a U-Box. I didn't know this was a thing, by the way. U-Box is U-Haul, but they drop a box off at your house and you fill it up, and it's way cheaper than everything else that I've looked into. All the money from the GoFundMe is actually buying me a car. It's paying for this trip. It cost me $1,700 to get out here with the U-Box, then $350 for the flight out here, so that's $2,000. Then I put $2,000 down on the car. So I'm with a really close friend of mine. They are graciously letting me stay in their apartment. They gave me a room, and they pretty much saved my life. I wish everybody had friends like Papillon, because she means the world to me. But I'm safe here, and I'm actually I'm sleeping, which is weird because I never sleep. But it's been wild. So I'm starting to make myself acquainted with everything here and trying to get everything taken care of. I already blew past my budget of, I really thought I could find a junker and just buy that, but I'm buying a 2011 Jetta for the car, which is a pretty nice car. It's got a GPS system in it. I never had one of those. All of my cars have been from the Bronze Age and have been garbage. So this is my first modern car. But yeah, last night I went to sleep at 10:30. Absolutely blew my mind. But I'm here now. I am safe. If you are in Arizona and want to play me in a game, we just need a location to play at because all the game stores are still shut down for now. I'm in talks with one of the game stores here that I absolutely love. One known as Games U. It is super friendly, super welcoming. The guy, Simon, there is an absolute doll. We went and talked to him for 2-3 hours today. Apparently I cut my finger at some point. I don't remember actually I think I did that when I carried the box upstairs. I went ahead and behind me on my bed is a bookshelf. I bought myself a dresser just so I have these things. My computer finally came. It took forever to get this here. Super happy that it got here. I know that I could stream from my phone, but whoop. Let's not show that on stream. But don't worry, there's nothing nude. It's all just yeah. But anyway, I could stream from my phone. It doesn't work that well. And yeah, I really hope no one sees that. Don't report me to YouTube. Anyway. Yeah. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. But out here, I am happy. I am relaxing. And I have myself a new place. I'm going to get a new car, and all is well in the world. So, since this is a chat and everything, I do want to talk about some upcoming things for the channel. 1, 9th edition was announced while I was in the midst of a crisis. was not expecting that to be announced just then, but I guess GW needed to fix some of their finances and everything, so it seems like a good idea. So it's kind of, I gotta make a video about that. I gotta talk about all the stuff that's coming out, and I want to do an updated version of my Beginner's Guide series, since a lot of the stuff in my Beginner's Guide series is no longer works. Like my Beginner's Guide to Grey Knights is completely outdated. So I do got to talk about that, and I do got to talk about the brand new Engine War book. We have a lot of lore to cover. Also, Floof, thank you. You're awesome. And John is a button. I will agree with that. Yeah. But it's actually kind of cool. We got a ton of stuff coming out. I need to talk about 9th edition. I need to catch up on everything. I'm trying to get everything situated here, and I'm trying to come up with a list of videos that I need to do for all of you guys. And I want to start doing more videos. I'm out here. I currently don't have a job. I did check if any of the game stores had jobs. Unfortunately, it's kind of a no-go, but we'll see what happens. So, I do want to talk about this. Mini Marines are pretty much getting legends. I thought that was kind of amusing. That's a rumor right now, but they literally have a guy that kills them. So I thought that was funny. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I want to answer anything and everything that we can. My hair is just being an absolute nightmare right now. That is the one thing that's going to take a little bit of getting used to, is I need to actually put more product in my hair to keep it down and keep it from poofing. Oh, thanks for the subscribe. I forgot that actually appears up there. There it is. Boop. See? Anyway, so if you guys want to ask any questions, that would be great. John, has there been any questions?
Questions, no. Mostly just well wishes, congratulations, and very positive vibes being sent.
All right, that's good. There is an at me, so can you read that one real quick?
Oh, no, it's just about... There it is. First off, super glad you're safe. Very happy that you got out of there. Second, which Western Imperialist how should I play? Looking more into lore rather than gameplay.
Also, we just got a super chat for 20. Thank you so much. You're awesome. I will get to that in just a second. Questoris Imperialis, how should I play? You cannot go... I don't know, because I like the Mechanicus houses because Metallica. But if you want a Questoris Knight house, you should go with House Kane. That's my house, by the way. But we did get a $20 super chat that says, "You're a butt. I'm glad your butt is safe and sleeping well." Thank you so much. Flu forgot to mention that too. You're a butt. Aw, damn it. Thank you, Papillon. Wait, you're in the next room. You could probably hear me. Question. How do you think 9th edition will affect Sisters? It's interesting because they're making tanks better and we can't bog down vehicles anymore. So I gotta rethink a couple of my strategies. But I think our standard sister list will be fine. I think we'll probably be tier 2, tier 1. Also forgot to mention that Papillon is a butt. Thank you so much. You're awesome. You can make custom houses now with Engine War. Oh my god, yes you can. I can finally give House Kane some rules. Ooh. Oh, and Ulfer's here. Thank you so much, Ulfer. What are your thoughts on the Double Dash cart? Oh, the silly little cart. Oh my god, yes, I love it. It is so 40k, it's perfect. Like, the thing looks absolutely ridiculous, and I absolutely love it. Lovely it, apparently. What do you think about the Sons of the Phoenix successor chapter? I definitely think now that we have confirmation that Traitor Geneseed was used in the Primaris Marines, I definitely think that they are loyalist Emperor's children, and I kind of want to make them. I'm not going to lie. I want at least a platoon of them. Let's see. I have a question. The 9th edition box set is actually limited like the sister box was for Christmas 2019. Do you think they are going to have a rerun of that with crap? Probably, but not for like 3 months. They haven't redone the sister box, by the way. So it might just be a limited run. And I think it's going to be about $250 because that's how much Mega Forces are. Or it might be even more money. What I want to do is I want to try to get 2. This way I can actually do a giveaway for the rulebook from one of them. I want all the Marines, I'm sorry. And all the Necrons, they look cool. Looks like I have a partner. She is watching your stream with me currently. Says hi. Say hi to... what is that? Oh, crud. John, can you find that comment? It had a smiley face.
Yep. Alexis, I now have a partner. She is watching your stream with me currently. Say hi to Elise. She is also looking at getting into 40k and likes Necrons. Any starting advice for her?
Well, hello, Elise. Welcome to the world of 40k, and may I be your guide. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me in my Discord directly about it. Don't hesitate at all. But if you want some advice on starting Necrons, wait for the starter set and wait for all those new robots, because oh my god, they look 100,000 times better than the old ones. The old ones sucked. They look terrible. So wait just a little bit, be a little bit patient, and then get a couple of boxes of warriors, a couple of boxes of immortals, and go from there. Whee! Thank you for the super chat. You're awesome and I love you. Okay, let's see. Adeptus. All right, I'm trying to read these as quickly as I can. Adeptus, do you think that the Astartes short film movie won more fans over than Warhammer Universe? Yes. Like, very simply, yes. It brought 40k into more of a positive light, which I really like.
Which army should get new models?
Oh my god, Eldar. Desperately Eldar. Eldar desperately needed. Stop with this Space Marine participation cake. Get the Eldar or something.
I love that meme.
I love it too. Any chance Arbites will be reemerged in 9th? Probably not. The Arbites have been redone and pretty much retconned into the Enforcers, which are in Necromunda. I don't see them actually getting a full release, so yeah.
Maybe a special character for
Necromunda.
Necromunda at best.
Let's see. Welcome to Warhammer 40k. It's on the left. We'll have fun there. We'll have fun here. Now we have new Fabius. I think we'll get a Lucius the Eternal soon. No, I think GW is burying Lucius the Eternal. Because they just remade the 4th and final of the Chaos Champions. So you have Zinch being Armin, Nurgle being Typhoid or Typhus. Then you have Khorne or Karn the Betrayer for Khorne. Now you have Fabius Bile for Slaanesh. And I think they're actually doing away with Lucius the Eternal because his story kind of sucks and he really loses to pretty much everybody. Even in his own book, he lost. And that book was recent. It came out last year. His armor was rejecting him and he was dying. So, yeah. So you have a stalker? Had a stalker. Probably still have if the police didn't deal with it. I left the state. Like, yeah. Aside from Aspect Warriors, what do Eldar need? Better close combat units, since they have practically none. Howling Banshees are terrible. Promised myself that I would stop collecting armies after 3, but now I have 8. Help me, I have a problem. No, you have a collection. There's no problem. What I want is a big push to get rid of all Finecast. They currently are. They're trying to do away with that as well. Squats need to come back, just saying. Squats are back in Necromunda. You can actually pick them up. Squats are also a playable faction in Horus Heresy. So they never left. People just assumed they left. Hey girl, how you doing? I'm doing fine. Yeah, but I want to fight alongside them. I was afraid they would add some new Dark Eldar. Oof. Okay. The Silent King is going to unite the Necron dynasties upon his return to the galaxy, or is it going to be civil war between him and Imhotep the Stormheart? Imhotep actually bent the knee to him, but the Silent King does not actually have his full protocols in act anymore. He got rid of his server protocols, so everybody has to serve him. Now people serve him out of respect. So, yeah. Okay. Do you have a guard army? I don't. My Imperial... Well, technically I do. My Imperial Guard is the Luminary Guard, but I'm currently in the process of redoing that army. I'm doing all of the infantry from... oh, we just got somebody to donate it on Patreon. Thank you so much. But I'm currently doing all of the... how to put this? All the infantry is coming from a third party, and all of my tanks are coming from Forge World. But I do have Imperial Guard. They're just Genestealer cults, so take that with a grain of salt. Also, Paul, it's nice to see you. What do Chaos need to be more well-rounded to do something other than possess spam? I think Chaos are pretty well-rounded as is. Chaos is a fantastic army, and they're an amazing army to soup with. I've never actually had a bad fight against Chaos. They, even with dumb stuff, they're just fun. I do want to do a list that is literally just possession. So it's Chaos Spawn, 3 units of Chaos Spawn, 3 units of Greater Chaos Spawn, and 3 units of Spiked Chaos Spawn, or the giant ones, and then 3 Demon Princes, and that's going to be the whole list. Oh yeah, and some random demons in there somewhere. But yeah, like a ton of fun stuff. How do you get into the books? You open them up. I know it's very confusing. Like the first time I saw a book, I was like, where's the activation button? I tried to look for its activation rune everywhere, but I could not figure it out. Then my trusted comrade John over here like peeled it apart, and there were these strange letters in it that form a story. I was completely blown away by that. I'm just kidding, obviously. Just go to like I have a reader's guide that I really should just do a video on by itself. So yeah, if you check out my YouTube, my Facebook or Twitter, or just in my Discord, I post it every now and then. Glad to see you're safe. Thank you so much. Alexis, have you ever played Devil May Cry? Yes, I have. I loved it. Soup is getting killed in 9th edition, by the way. It's not. It's just that you don't get your 3 extra command points, and you don't get a lot of special rules. There are army-specific special rules now.
Oh, here's a question. At NornQueenAlexis, what foe do you think is the most fun to face in a 40k RPG, Deathwatch, Dark Heresy, etc., etc.?
Wait, can you repeat that?
What foe do you think is the most fun to face in a 40k RPG, Deathwatch, Dark Heresy, etc., etc.?
Oh, probably a demon prince that's not directly trying to fight you, but instead summon more demons. So yeah. Oh, wow. Thank you, both of you. So, can you read the one from Rockstar first?
Good to see you stream again. Just remember that in 1998, The Undertaker threw mankind off of Hell in a Cell into a Spanish announcer table.
Okay, and the next one?
Glad you're here. I'm working feverishly on my nights so that we can get some bat reps in. Sincerely yours, your favorite Warsmith.
Oh, that's Warsmith Pancake.
Yeah.
Yo, you gotta get those nights done. I want to have a night fight once all of my stuff comes. So, like, 5 nights plus some other stuff versus your stuff. It'll be fun. Let's do it. Have you ever thought of doing a Saint Celestine cosplay? That one I want to get commissioned because I'm not at the skill level to do it, but I have actually thought of it, and I have looked into the price of commissioning somebody to do it for me. Yeah, I definitely want to do it. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Last battle ever in the 40k universe, Nids versus Orks. Who would win the ultimate prize? I personally think the Orks would probably win over the Tyranids. The Orks are a bit smarter than them. You still need to play Vermintide 2 with Miranda and me. I know, but I have so many games installed on my computer that it's full.
The game takes up like 50 gigs.
Yeah. Would you like to see Rough Riders back? Yes, I would. But I would like them as plastic kits. Actually, I want them to redo the entirety of the Imperial Guard because the Imperial Guard are hilariously stupid looking by today's standards. The Imperial Guardsman, his hands are like if you scaled him up, his hands would be like this big, like by that big, and his head would be like that big. They're comically oversized. That was back when GW was doing heroic scale, and now they're switching more to a 32 scale, and I really want them to redo the entirety of the Imperial Guard. They look like crap. When are we getting a new series? I have been missing Queen's Court. Queen's Court isn't done just yet. It's very close to being done, but after that we're playing Rogue Trader. So I'm really excited about that, and we're working on something new. Excuse me. We're working on something new on the side for the continuation of Queen's Court. I've been waiting for that reader's guide for books. I should do that. John, we need to make a list of videos that I need to do. Put that out there.
I'll put that on the docket.
Okay. I still want Sororitas models without messed up faces. So funny thing about the Sororitas models, if you paint them yourself, they look fantastic. GW's heavy metal painters, they cannot paint women's faces at all. They suck at it. I'm not saying the models are bad, it's just those paint jobs are terrible. I've seen other people's paint jobs, actual pro painters paint them, and they look fantastic. Let's see. Oh god, Vermintide is 87 gigabytes? My god. Let's see. I'm in the old school squat biker army. If you actually had an old school squat biker army, damn. But back when they were being played, like an old school army was 15 models and that was it. What are you like in a social situation? Like, do you get shy or are you just cool? It depends. If it's at like an event or a nerd gathering, like a game store or something like that, I can take charge and I act normal and I act cool. But if I'm meeting somebody's parents or I'm heading to a dinner with somebody, I am terrified. We just got somebody else that just donated via Patreon. Thank you so much. But like in a situation where I have to give public speeches, I can do that. But sometimes I freak out just a little bit. Papillon took me to dinner, lunch with her family for her birthday, and I was just like, no, I don't want to be here. I'm scared. But it was really funny. Okay. I actually don't own any models because the faces look so bad. That kind of seems like an excuse at that point because you could just put helmets on them. The Repentia look pretty bad. I like Raging Heroes for Repentia. I can't wait to get them. I have them stored in a box somewhere. Well, in the storage unit that's coming here. It's going to come on the 26th, I think, 27th. And we should be able to get all the boxes in here. It's going to be fun. So what models in the new box limited do you think are like the most and dislike the most? I don't think anybody truly dislikes them, and if they are, they're just nitpicking. But I don't know. I like them. I like the bikes. The bikes have grown on me because they're just the bikes from Akira, which I love that anime or movie. In the grim darkness of the far future, no one has helmets. See, she was pretty chill. No, it wasn't, Papillon. You shush. Alright, let's see. Have you looked into making Harlequin army after the updates? Yes, I have. I want one of every single army in 40k. I at least want 3,000 points of every army in 40k. Just so I have them. Have you heard all of the All Guardsmen Party? Yes, I have. I've read it and it was kind of bad. Are you into any other universes other than Star Wars and Warhammer? I don't like Star Wars. I find its lore to be kind of lackluster. Its older lore was pretty good, but its newer lore kind of sucks. I like the Starship Trooper series. I really like the Jurassic Park series. I really like that universe. I've read quite a few books. I'm a fan of very old classical literature. So yeah, salamanders rule. Salamanders are okay. I like salamanders. But thank you for the donation. You're awesome and I love you. I don't know why it didn't pop up. That's weird. Let's see.
Tabletop played with actual models, or
Yes, it's played with actual models. You're silly. There it is. I knew it was gonna pop up. Do you have a favorite Astartes chapter? Yes, I do. My favorite Astartes chapter is Dark Angels. I love the Dark Angels. My second favorite is the Blood Angels. My third favorite is Ultramarines. Let's see. Star Wars big. I agree with that statement. Let's see. Oh, what was the end? Or are you an Inquisitor Adeptus Astartes lady in that way? I love the Sisters of Battle far more than I love Space Marines. I actually find Space Marines to be quite boring for the most part, and their stories are very lackluster. Like, they're just, hey, look, we're Space Marines doing Space Marine things like Space Marines. It's kind of just meh, to be honest. Favorite and least favorite Legion. Okay. For Legion, I think my favorite would have to be still the Dark Angels. My least favorite would probably be the Death Guard, because the Death Guard and probably the Thousand Sons, because they're written so poorly. Let's see. I'm too poor to play tabletop then. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, chat is going really fast, so I'm trying to catch up. I've been coming back to the hobby just recently. Any advice on which HQ unit to get for Grey Knights? My Grey Knight army is 10 years old. I like Voldus. He's really cool. He's pretty decent. He's not great. A brother captain works just as good, and you can make him out of literally everything. So there's that. A Librarian Terminator is actually pretty good too, because he can teleport in, drop, and lightning. Hey Alexis, why does a Vulcan has no confirmed successors? He actually does now. There's plenty of successors of Vulcan, and that is in the Dark Imperium book. It's also in Belisarius Call's Great Work, and it's because their gene seed is so bad. And now the Primarch gene seed being from Mars, they could just recreate chapters and everything. So, boom, taken care of.
Fun fact, one of them is called the Knights of the Apocalypse, or Knights of Apocalypse.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. Somebody asking about Star Wars. I just don't like Star Wars. I always found it to be... I like its source material. I do like Japanese poetry, especially Bushido era poetry. I think it's really good. But the Star Wars universe just kind of always bored me and had a lot of incest in it, which is weird. Ultramarines are kind of meh. That's incorrect. Ultramarines are actually really badass. Most people don't even read their lore. They just, Ultramarines bad because they're the front runners of every edition forever. I actually really like the Ultramarines. I like their books. There's a few characters I don't like, but a lot of them are really cool, and their models are so detailed, it's ridiculous. Also, the fact that they just have shield and axe is just amazing. And they have the Roman Legion look to them. I love it. Well, Greco-Roman. But I can't see. Black Dragon isn't confirmed. No, it isn't. What's up, people? Are you going crazy? Yes, I am. Brazen Drakes having a great time now. Brazen Drakes are dead, right?
Probably.
Yeah, because they were the chapter made up to die, right?
Sounds about right.
What do you think of the new Necron models? They look fantastic. They look 1,000 times better than the old Necrons. I love them. Ultramarines are mad. That's my favorite chapter. You are heresy. I like the Ultramarines. Space Marine video game was great. It was good. It was a pretty mediocre game overall. The storyline's like an hour at best. The game is okay. It's Gears of War with a reskin. I kind of wish they did make a second one, but THQs did go under. Do you have any pets? No, I don't. My roommates do. Few characters I don't like, aka Kanto Sicarius. No, I like Kanto Sicarius. I like that he's a full believer in the Codex Astartes and that he crushed a child's skull in front of their parents. Thought that was pretty badass. Hey Alexis, I'm looking for Deathwatch Overkill Genestealers. When you have for trade, keep up the good work. I don't have any in trade, but thank you. Name one chapter in 40k. Oh, that's you, John. You butt. I just prefer scars. The white scars don't have enough lore on them for me to like them. The new chaplain looks like Kano from Mortal Kombat. It looks better because Mortal Kombat 11 looks like trash. If Ultramarines are Romans, White Scars are Cossacks, Space Wolves are Vikings. Vikings aren't a people. Viking is something you do. Vikings, as we know them, are pirates, and, well, they committed atrocious acts. Stating that the Space Wolves are Vikings is completely inaccurate. You would have to say that they're Norse at best, and they're the Hollywood Norse, so they're like Thoroboos. They just...
Yeah. Also, White Scars are Mongolian, not Cossack.
Yeah, they are definitely Mongolian. I mean, their leader, Yakatayan, his name literally means, like, hiding eagle or something like that.
Lord.
What is it?
Panther Lord.
Oh, yeah, his is Panther Lord. It's the newer con that's hiding eagle. Or hiding lord, which is funny. The most valid complaint about Primaris, they don't look like space marines or spacemen, is now out of the window with the 9th edition release. They look so good. Yeah, they do. Though the reason they made Primaris Marines so generic is so that you can get your army ready. It's so that you can upgrade your army as quickly as possible, and then you can get all the third-party bits to actually make them look like the army that you want them to, and that they can sell their upgrade kits and everything. Also, thank you for the donation. You're awesome, and I love you. Are you excited to see the updates to the War of the Spider? I personally can't wait for Death Guard updates. I wish they would take Death Guard out of the army, and replace them with Warriors of Malice. But that's just me. Viking werewolves in space. They're not even close to werewolves. Werewolves are so emotionally driven. It's ridiculous. Space Wolves just look bad. Like, I'll say it. Space Wolves are garbage. Out of all the Loyalist chapters, I wish the Space Wolves were completely killed off. They were down to 2 companies, and they didn't kill them off. I wish they did. The White Scars are based on Yep, they are. I hate Primaris. I just think it's stupid that the Mechanicus toaster lovers, which isn't accurate, could improve upon the Emperor's own work. You need to read... Okay. You need to actually read the Primaris lore. Belisarius Cawl actually got the okay from the Emperor himself and Guilliman to make the Primaris project. And this you can find in the book Belisarius Cawl, The Great Work. And it's not an improvement on the Emperor's work. The Emperor made Primaris Marines originally. In fact, they got sabotaged in Corvus Corax's book. So Belisarius Cawl didn't make the Primaris Marines. He made them, he re-engineered them.
Yeah.
So
And
their lore
Sorry?
is fantastic, by the way. Their lore is actually good because they are human and not some genetically stupid Space Marines. I hate them. I hate old Space Marines. They were written so piss poorly. Like, they were just bad.
Yeah, and the gene seed was actually upgraded by the gene cults of Selenar.
Yeah, they weren't even touched by Belisarius Cawl.
That's the book Sons of the Selenar.
There you go. Welcome back. Your battle logs inspired me to do an Adeptus Sororitas. Excited. Oh, nice. Let's see. Daily reminder that everyone that doesn't play Drukhari is a... Okay, that's funny. Space Wolves are... Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I wish Space Marines would be killed off in the lore. No. I do like the Guilliman, if that's not worth anything, unlike his Legion. What? Oh, I think I accidentally fused those two as they scrolled. That was my bad. Sorry, chat is going really fast, so I'm trying to keep up with it. No more than I do. Please keep teaching. Yeah, a lot of the Primaris lore, a lot of the Primaris hate comes from channels that don't actually read lore, trying to do lore series. I'm not taking a shot at any of the ones that I like. So this doesn't include Oculus, Tactica Imperialis, 40k Theories, Wolflord Row. Those are all really good channels. But there's a lot of channels, actually, namely one channel out there that spews hate and misinterprets the 40k lore to fit his needs. And he is terrible, and I called him out on Twitter. But that's a whole nother story. Let's see. Behold the Immolator, burning glory. I love that thing. What do you think is the most pro-faction, and why is it Dark Eldar? Dark Eldar you do need to be good with. If you're not good with them, you just lose immediately. Like, there's no coming back from that. You just lose. So they are a high-skill army. But I personally think Sisters of Battle are a high-skill army, and so are Tyranids right now. Let's see. I recently came out as when I'm nervous. If you need any advice with that, Codex, just message me privately. That way we can discuss this. I have plenty of people in the LGBT community that can help you. All right, let's see. What kind of games would fit for portraying the Imperial Guard? I don't actually know. I don't play a lot of games. Like, I'll be honest, I don't play a lot of computer games.
Probably like Battlefield.
Yeah. I loved when you called them out on Twitter. Yeah, I did. Oh, that was good. Actually, I didn't. I just retweeted it. But yes. My issue with Space Wolves vanishing means that we lose Bjorn the Fell-Handed. I like Bjorn. I wish they would upgrade Bjorn. I'm really expecting him to be the named character in the Redemptor. And I think they're going to go that way with him. Tower mistake? No, Tower amazing. I love the Tau. The Tau's lore is so good. Especially the short audio drama, Kion. Super good. Me playing knights, big... Me playing knights, haha, big robots go stomp stomp pew pew. How do you found not that Death Guard can have 2 5-up saves and a 6-up disgustingly resilient? I'm not sure what you're asking. I know you can only take one of those saves. So yeah. Who is the terrible 40k YouTuber? So I'll make sure I won't watch him. Oh, it's Arch. Arch is awful. Don't watch his crap. He makes shit up. Sorry, language, I know. I called him out on Twitter for being a... Actually, just go to my Twitter. You can see all of that. Okay. If the Primaris are human, does that mean they can have children? Actually, normal Space Marines can have children. Like the Emperor could. And if the normal Marines go through the Rubicon, do they become human again? No. Okay, so some Space Marines, some, not all, when they're indoctrinated into their Space Marine chapters, they are mind wiped and then they are psycho-indoctrinated into the chapter itself. This way they are within the customs, which ultimately means that they can just recruit from normal children, because them having violent backgrounds would be ultimately meaningless, which is something that I've never understood about 40k abducting children. That seems to be a thing in 40k. Quite a lot of armies just abduct children. So yeah, but Primaris Marines in the book Dark Imperium, Primaris Marines have conversations where they talk about their youth, which means that they're not psycho-indoctrinated into the Legion or the chapter just then. They actually have memories of being children and growing up, which means that they are better at communicating to normal humans and normal civilians. But as for Space Marines having children, I've read nothing that shows that they can't have children. It's just my personal belief that Space Marines are actually asexual. They just have no sexual drive whatsoever. And this is evident in a couple of the Ultramarine books and a couple of the Salamander books, where they protect humanity because they have to, not because they want to. So there's that. Now we did get another donation. I love how they are going for a knight aesthetic with the new Primaris Marines. I'm especially a fan of the Executioner Greatsword. I like it too. Okay, let's see. I saw somebody else say something that was completely stupid. Somebody said that Arch is the best. Yeah, the best of being a...
Yeah, that's what they said. They expanded on that.
Yeah, they need to stop. Yeah, no. That dude is terrible. And he needs to get the hell out of 40k. In fact, 40k actually put out an announcement recently about that. He will not be missed. Top players usually are Grey Tide or just Pause, to be honest. Top players can be anything they want. I actually do mech spam, because the XV9 Hazard Close Support Unit with 4 burst cannons is my favorite Tau battlesuit ever. I almost said mech suit, by the way. Let's see. Gobblertown did a video about negative Warhammer channels, and I say that I have to agree with them. They're generally lazy and don't do anything to the tables, so I'm never going to watch them. Yeah, that's pretty true. Let's see. Let's try to catch up on these. I'm not super familiar with this topic, but I'm pretty sure Belial has talked about his childhood, so I don't think they're completely wiped. Like I said, not all Space Marine chapters. Dark Angels are an exception, because when Dark Angels take people, they put them through the Space Marine process. If they fail, they're turned into servitors. That's why Dark Angels is one of the few Space Marine chapters that don't have an Imperial Guard regiment dedicated to them. Ultramarines are not indoctrinated. They are. They absolutely are. You can read about that in a bunch of the Kento Sakari's books, as well as why am I drawing a blank at the Damocles books? Blood angels have the worst indoctrination. Yeah, they literally put you in a casket of blood for a few days and hope that you live and don't go insane. God, that's so edgy. Do you think the sisters and the space marines will go on a crusade seeking the destruction of the new Necrons? Yes. I'm not going to read any more questions about Arch. He's just garbage. He's the septic tank of the Warhammer community. Hello from Spain. Well, hello, Spain. How are you? Yeah, but not to the same extent. Okay. So we have 140 people watching. That's kind of crazy to me. Also, for some reason, people are sending me messages on Discord while I'm streaming, which is not something you're supposed to do. There we go. All right. So I think we are all caught up on questions and... Seriously, stop going off. There we go. So yeah. I gotta say, having 100-degree weather every day is amazing. Although I do need to fix the lighting in here. I'm gonna try to get new lighting for this room. It's not my room, so yeah. Let's see. Another Primarch coming back. Do I want another Primarch coming back? Yeah, I want Fulgrim to come back. I also want Angron to come back, as well as Perturabo. The rest of them I don't care about. I do want Mortarion to die and actually stay dead. Like I want Gilliman to actually kill Mortarion. Because Mortarion literally does nothing at all. He's just completely useless. Let's see. Greetings from Michigan. Hello. Alright, let's see. You need to come to St. Louis, Missouri at some time to play a game night. Oh, that would be kind of cool. Alexis, I am on fire. This one. Let's see. What's the likelihood that the Necrons actually do damage to humanity in the lore now? Quite high. I do like what they're doing with the Necrons. They're actually pushing them to be a threat instead of what they were before, which was just a nuisance. Best book for the Tau. Read about the Damocles Gulf. It's really good. Rogaldor needs to come back. I disagree. The Imperial Fists are just stupid. I don't like any Marines that are yellow. I think that's like the dumbest color for Marines. But a Loyalist Primarch that should come back. Let's see. If a Loyalist Primarch were to come back, obviously Lionel Johnson. Sanguinius has come back already in the lore, so I don't think he's actually going to come back on the tabletop, because in his lore he named Dante his successor. So I don't want him back. Lion definitely coming back. And I think I want Lehman Russ to come back as just a full werewolf. That would be kind of cool. Thoughts on Imperial Fist? They're stupid. Magnus needs to come back. Even... wait, Magnus is back. Also... Let's just talk about, what's his name? Wow, why am I drawing a blank at the Primarch of the Banana Marines?
Dorn?
Yeah, Dorn. Let's talk about how much of an idiot Dorn is. 1, he led his entire legion to their death because he was petty and wouldn't let his brother escape. 2, he got baited into attacking multiple times. 3, his defenses barely held up against the Imperial, during the Imperial invasion. And 4, his army barely did anything in the Great Crusade. Overall, he's one of the more useless Primarchs. Is Vulcan dead? Yes. Krox would be cool. I don't think he's popular enough. Like, Yagatai Yan would be pretty cool, but Yagatai is is not popular enough. I think the obvious answer for the 2 returning Primarchs would be like, Lionel Johnson, who is the best of the Primarchs, and probably Dante turning into like a Super Saiyan. That's what I think is going to happen. Let's see. He's never a fan of Dorn. Let's see. What do you think about Lord... what? I don't know what that means. Pretty sure Korax and Russ would have been in the war for so long that they must be so warp twisted. Yeah, that's why I want him to come back as a full, like, werewolf. I still want him to be loyal, but I want him to be gigantic. Let's see. How about the return of Logan? That would be kind of cool. Alfaris is confirmed dead. Let's see. Guilliman fights multiple Primarchs. It's not fair. Guilliman has bested multiple Primarchs. The only Primarch Guilliman can't best is Fulgrim. And that's because Fulgrim is better at combat and better at strategies than Guilliman. It's just Fulgrim doesn't care. Oh yeah, John, what's the name of the Primarch's mother?
Euten?
Yeah,
Oh, wait. That's Gilliman's. Erda. Erda.
Yeah, Erida. Any thoughts on Sisters of Silence in 40k? I actually want to build them up quite a bit. I want to restart my Sisters of Silence. I want to get a couple of their Droldos and go from there. And they're flying little things that look like they definitely don't look like something that would be, you know, we're just gonna skip ahead. I want them. Let's see. Gotta go to bed. Good luck in your new place. Thank you so much. Suture Terror series makes Dorn more interesting. It does, but barely. Let's see. Guilliman is becoming the 40k Captain Kirk. More like Julius Caesar 40k, I would say. Do you think you need to address the divide of the church and reboot? Why does everybody think there's a divide between those two when Dark Imperium, quite literally, the entire premise of the book is him making sure that the church stays loyal to him? I guess somebody just misread the lore and just said it on a very popular video. But if you take 2 seconds to read Dark Imperium and Plague Wars, you find out that he's perfectly fine with the Ecclesiarchy. I think Perturabo could beat Guilliman. No, he can't. He multi-ranked Demon Angron in 1 hit and made him behave. Literally everyone has bested Angron. Like, Angron has been beaten so many times that he shouldn't even be a Primarch. What's your opinion on the future of the Rusted Claw? I'd have to do more research on that before I gave an opinion on it. A more barbaric and melee-oriented Primarch would be a contrast to Guilliman. Dorn would be the most boring brother. Comedy act ever. Please no. Well, Lion coming back would be better because Lion is the best at close combat amongst the Space Marine, the loyal Space Marine chapters. He bested Lehman Russ in combat, though Lehman Russ claims that he cheated, but he didn't. And his stat line does prove that he would be able to beat most of his brothers. What's wrong with Vulcan's gene seed? Yeah, it has a mutation rate, but it's very low mutation rate. I just think GW didn't know what to do with Vulcan's successors, so they just didn't do anything with them. So that's my opinion. Would you recommend James Swallow Sororitas books? Yes, I would. Do you think a showdown between Gilliman and Abaddon would be epic or lackluster in the new 9th edition? They are going to meet in close combat, and I think they're going to find each other at a stalemate. The only thing Engron can beat is the Avatar that everyone beats. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Engron has literally lost every fight. Like, that's what annoys me.
It's Garrow, Injured Har, and that one Blood Angels captain.
Who did?
Abaddon.
Oh yeah, Abaddon would body rock almost anybody. Let's see. How long have we been going for? An hour. Okay. And we have 140 viewers still, which is really good. Okay. Do you still do voices for If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech device? No, I'm no longer associated with them. But people would like Ultramarines better if they were different colored. Now the blue and gold is really iconic. Which chapter would you like to see either wiped out or turned traitor? Well, that's a pretty easy one. Space Wolves. Let's see. Engron may have lost, but he went down swinging. No, Karn went down swinging. And then a tank ran him over. And then he was resurrected because Korn clapped his cheeks and brought him back. I personally think that Korn favors Karn the Betrayer over Engron. In fact, I would bet money on that. What if they brought back a loyalist Primarch as a traitor, like Khan or Korax? That would actually be kind of cool. I would like that. Korax is pretty badass, though. He survived the planet alone for so long. The best part of the World Eaters is Karn, honestly, though. No, the best part of the World Eaters, the single best part of the entirety of the World Eaters is Latara Sauron, who shot a Space Marine in the face and told him to go to his room. And let's see, what else? Also, she slapped Engron. Doesn't Karn kill a greater demon in the War of Fun? He's killed greater demons before. Let's see. Sigismund and Karn is the best bro ship ever. I would actually say Karn the Betrayer and Azrael, but Azrael kicked Karn's ass. Not even joking. That's what actually happened. Okay, Farah Latara is nice, but she ain't exactly a member of the Legion, though. She is a member of the Legion. Don't you dare ever say that she isn't. What makes Latara strong is the fact that she commands the Space Marines. She commands the ship, not Engron. Like, don't you get me started on Latara. She's a badass, and I absolutely love her. There we go. Alrighty. But yeah, new place. It's nice. It's beautiful out. There's like tropical trees, which is kind of neat, like desert trees. And the weather is like always nice. I absolutely love it here. I keep thinking it's actually 7 p.m. and it's 4:04 right now, which is rather amusing. Feelings on Death Guard. Worthless. Completely useless. Dumb. I hate them. It's just because their lore is so bad and their models are so comically silly. I don't like them. Oh yeah, remember, members of the legions back in the day did include remembrancers, squires, servants, serfs, tech priests, and all sorts of other things. Karn is just that lovable. I do like Karn. Like, when I build my World Eaters army, Karn is definitely going to be at the front of it. But it's also going to have another demon at the front of it. That's how I feel about Space Marines in general. I am with you on that one. I'm going to say something controversial, and a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but are you ready? Space Marines are the most boring aspect of 40k. There. I said it. Everything else around Space Marines is amazing, but Space Marines themselves, kind of boring. Not gonna lie. Sisters of Battle, amazing. Saint Celestine, amazing. The Ecclesiarchy, definitely grimdark. Like Necromunda, grimdark, love it. The Inquisition, love it. Chaos, love it. Tyranids, love them. Tau, love them. Everything else, love it. Space Marines, boring. Feelings on a Death Korps Krieg. The French are cool. I think Terminator Lord. They're gonna do away with Terminator Lords. The Tarsaran ascended to a demon machine spirit and is part of the Conqueror now. No, she didn't. That has never been written. Maybe the most boring is the Adeptus Arbites. No, they're not. They're Judge Dredd. They're amazing. What do you think GW should do to make the NIDs less generic and more threatening? Give them character. Like, actually give them characters. Give them the ability to talk. Make them interesting. I think the Space Marines should be much rarer and less empathetic. I agree. French, they're more German. No, they're quite literally French soldiers with a German name. Like, a lot of people forget that the Death Korps Krieg has a German name, but they're French soldiers. Have fun knowing that. And if you're going to defend German soldiers from World War I and World War II era, you might want to do some history. Because, yeah. Let's just say you might like them for a different reason. Also, I'm out of drink, and I'm really sad by this. So little. Best Space Marine stories are the ones from regular humans' perspectives. Yes, or ones with just one Space Marine in it. Like Nathaniel Garrow. His stories are good because it focuses on one Marine and gives him a story.
Yeah. Or Censure that has the Space Marine, Ultramarine, and the Sniper.
Yep, Censure is a ridiculously good one. Yeah, a lot of people forget that the Armageddon Steel Legion are actually the Germans. I beg GW for new Astra Militarum models, please. No, not new models. I want strictly new Guardsmen. Tau Fusion Blaster versus Psychonic Ion Blaster. I like the Ion Blaster a little bit better. I think 4 of them is really good. I'm literally working on my Kroot independent army. I'm kitting some Tau bodies with Kroot heads and some Guardsman weapons. That's actually a fun project. Space Marines are the starting point of 40k. That's true. Have you ever read Malediction? I have. Space Marines have good characters, and that's something that a lot of other forces are missing, such as Imperial Guard. Caiaphas Kane is one of the best. Serena. There's actually quite a few Imperial Guards women that I like. I can't see Death Korps are the same again. Yeah, they're literally in French overcoats. Frey the Kroot. Yes. Have you read The Emperor's Spear? No, I didn't. Not yet. It's on my list. Imperial Fist versus Iron Warriors. Iron Warriors won. Like, literally, they nearly killed the entirety of the Imperial Fist. And that was when they were a legion, and after the Iron Hands lost most of their men in the assault on Terra. They literally tricked the Imperial Fist into fighting a war that they couldn't win, that they only won because they relied on somebody else to come and save them. And then after that, it was revealed that the Iron Hands intentionally lost the battle just to mock the Imperial Fist. And then they just went like this, "Ha, nerd, see you later." Which ultimately weakened the Imperial Fist down to the point where in War of the Beast they couldn't win. So when you really factor in everything, the Imperial Fists are just bad. Cries an Atmec. Dude, you got Belisarius Call, and don't even get me started on all of the characters from Mechanicus. You have a ton of cool characters. In fact, you have, from the Secession book, has one of the best Admech characters ever. Although technically, no, she is an Admech, because she is the Admech sympathizer to the humans. What makes the Deathcore Krieg more French? It's literally their outfit is the French Legion outfit. It's not German. The German outfit is the Steel Legion. A lot of people get those confused. I know, it's confusing. Don't worry. Have you ever read the Fabius Vile books? Yes, I have. Clone Lord happens to be one of my favorites. Boring, but it's good. Your favorite successor chapter? Please say Flesh Terrors. Favorite successor chapters is probably the Angels of Absolution or the Star Phantoms. Let's see. These are French World War I. Yada. Again, this is going to get into the debate about about the Deathcore Krieg. I don't feel like doing that debate. If you want to be German, go ahead. Just note that you're picking the Germans from the World War I-II era. You might want to rethink your life. Did you get married yet? No, because my husband is still currently locked out due to COVID. Greetings from Germany. Hello. It's pretty late here, but I thought I'd swing by and say hi. Hello. You managed to get moving sorted? Yes, I did. Have you ever been beaten by Imperial Fists on table? Yes, I have. I've also primarily play Imperial Fists on the table, mostly because their bolter discipline is the easiest thing to remember for Marines. Black Templar greater than Imperial Fist. Black Templar should actually be a successor chapter off of the Dark Angels than the Imperial Fist. It would make so much more sense for them to be Crusading Knights from the Christian Crusading Knights. Just saying. Imagine if Mordians got plastics. Yeah, I know, right? I don't get the hate for World War I. I'm not going to get into that. Do you think the Deathwatch will get something more? No. I'm going to be honest. I'm sorry, John, but
Well,
no.
GW did say, like, specifically about the army that they are getting more stuff, so...
Oh, okay, then never mind. Need a cannon that's grace. Model from Shield of Ball. For Sacred Roads. Rose. That'd be cool. I'm not answering anything else about the Deathcore Krieg. If you like them, good for you. You probably aren't going to be buying them from Games Workshop because they make better models at their party. Hi, I am a student from high school. Can you tell how I can get more how I can motivate myself? Blare music, chew gum, study. Not kidding. If you remember a song, you can remember your work. If you chew gum during a test while you're studying, you will remember it based on muscle memory. Do you feel the same way about the Crimson Fist? I love the Crimson Fist. Like, every one of these successor chapters to the Imperial Fist is more important than the Imperial Fist themselves. Okay. See, do you feel the same? Thoughts on a new Primaris coming out? Or a new Primarchs coming back? I don't think so. Which third party makes better models? Victorian Miniatures makes really good models. You can get better models on Shapeways. It's just the models for the Deathcore Krieg from Forge World are just... They're not the best anymore. They're really old models. They're like from 3rd edition. What's your favorite Imperial Guard regiment? Acadians. I love the Acadians. Aside from that, the Valhallans. I just smacked this into that. I'm sorry. Can your top get any lower? This is literally a tank top. Like, if this is too much for you, then you're a child. Besides, it only looks low because of, well, my breasts being big. Here we go. I can hear Vlak screaming heresy. Okay. What legions were defeated by the people of Telerin? I think that was the Iron Hands, wasn't it?
Warriors.
Iron Warriors. I always get those two confused.
Reasonable.
How do you feel about Wargames exclusives, pinup style minis? They're not for me, but I do like them. I do like art in all forms, well, except for harmful forms. Do you think that C9 will mean less people visit the local game stores? Yes, I do. How old are Eldar miniatures from 3rd edition? That's just the tank top people. Yeah, I know. A lot of people get really annoyed that I wear tank tops. Like, they think I'm trying to show off my chest. I'm not. I literally only own tank tops. It's also 100 degrees here. I'm not going to wear anything else but tank tops. In fact, I just bought a bunch of new tank tops. Let's see. Hey, I'm new to 40K, found your channel. I just wanted to say thanks for all the content from a great creator. Oh, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. What's your thoughts on the Badab War campaign lore? That's the campaign where they literally gave out bolters to normal civilians, which I absolutely love. I think it's incredible and I love it. And it's just because of one sentence, where they were literally handing out weapons to civilians. Okay, let's see. Would you like to see female Imperial Guardsmen in line infantry? Yes, I would.
I have a follow-up question for that.
Oh, hey, Victor.
Hello. So, if you remember that 9th edition trailer thingy they put out?
Yeah.
Well, remember how they said the things in the trailer were going to be in model form?
Yeah, I can't wait to get Vaporized Guardsmen.
There's a female guardsman in there.
It would be a guardswoman then. But yes.
Yes. But yeah, there's a guardswoman in there, so guardswoman model.
Just like the Grey Knights. Do you have a tank girl tank top? I do not. Sleeves of heresy? I fully agree. Besides, how are you not supposed to see my shoulder freckles if I wear sleeves?
Yeah, what the heck?
Priorities, people. Let's see. I want guardsmen en masse that are basically Starship Troopers Cadians. I agree. I would like that. Oh, but how many people do we have watching? 117. I'll keep going for just a few more minutes, but I do want to get this put together very soon. And I got a lot of stuff to put on it. I actually got a pile of white dwarfs, which are under that pillow all the way over there, earlier today for free. So I was super excited about that because I love white dwarfs. The planet broke before the guard did. Funny story about that. Did you know the Black Templar retreated before the guardsmen did, and the guardsmen held the line so that all of the Imperial forces, aside from them, could actually hold back and wait to make sure that everybody was safe. Yeah, that's in Gathering Storm, the first book. What do you think about the Primarch's mother? I actually love that they're all derived from one woman. I think that's really cool, and it actually connects them as brothers. So, I like it. I like it quite a lot. Kittings are the best guardsmen because they were fighting while their planet was falling apart around them. Yeah, super true. Like, their planet was literally exploding and burning and everybody was dying and the guardsmen just would not give up. They were just like, nope, this is a Tuesday for us. Is the Harlequin update only in White Dwarf? I believe it is. It'll be out in the next series of, like... No, because it's out in Gathering Storm. Not Gathering Storm, Psychic Awakening. Let's see. Just waiting for chat to catch up and everything and ask some more questions. But I do want everybody to know now I am safe. If you want to know the full story on what happened, it's at the beginning of this video. So please, once this video is over, just go back and watch it. If you guys want to be super awesome, make sure to like this video because that way it gets spread around. Because YouTube is weird like that. But if there is no more questions, I think I'm going to get going. So, I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank everybody for supporting the channel and continuing to support the channel. You guys have made this move possible. I want to thank everybody who donated to the GoFundMe. You guys literally saved me. And I got out. I'm safe. I'm in Arizona now. So yeah, with that all said, I want to thank everybody. As always, I'm NornQueenAlexis. I love you guys. Bye.